I guess the prettiest girls use idiots like me. 힘들어 심장이 고장나 어린 듯이 멈췄어 내 마음대로인 거는 I'm so lost. Thought it was L-O-V-E. Why was I too blind to see that you were just using me? And it's more than I can say. 그게 잘 안 돼. 널 정리하는 게 I should've known spoiled girls like you just want a toy to break. So you can take what you want, go break my heart if you want. Till I got nothing to lose, till I got nothing to gain. Yeah, you can take what you want, hate me and leave me to dry. Cause girls like you just toss away your shit just like I'm so worn out shoes. Like I'm that shirt you don't wear anymore. Just like I was one time used. Find something new. Why would girls like you want? Why would you want used goods? You get anything you want till you find somebody else that's unused. Thought it was L-O-V-E. 눈치도 못했지 you're bad for me. More than I can say. 그게 잘 안 돼. 널 정리하는 게 I should've known spoiled girls like you just want a toy to break. Just want a toy to break. So you can take what you want, go break my heart if you want. Till I got nothing to lose, till I got nothing to gain. Yeah, you can take what you want, hate me and leave me to dry. Cause girls like you just toss away your shit just like I'm so worn out shoes. Like I'm that shirt you don't wear anymore. Just like I was one time used. Find something new. Cause why would girls like you want worn out shoes? Like I'm that shirt you don't wear anymore. Just like I was one time used. One time used. Cause why would girls like you want?
welcome to the stream. I don't know if I want to do my hair like shit like this. I hate these headphones because they smash my hair down. And I hate it. Hi Ella, hi Dimitri, hi Nicholas, hi Zodi. Yeah, Nicholas, if you're playing against a killer, they're supposed to kill you. So, you know, you need to say sorry to Liz, honestly. If you see her in my chat tonight, you should say sorry to her, because you shouldn't be bullying anybody. That's my take on it, since you wanted to tell me about it. But how's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. We are going to be playing some Danganronpa tonight. Yeah. Danganronpa. Monokuma's here with me. Thank you, Zodi. And we are going to get back into this game. So the last time we played, who did somebody, I know Hifumi at the end, he was dead, but did we have a trial? Oh yeah, we started the last part with Mondo admitting that he was the one that had killed Chihiro. So that whole thing. So Monokuma decided to offer them millions of dollars as the next motive. And now Hifumi's dead. This one's kind of weird because Celeste was punched in the face, but she wasn't killed. So she has like a bruise on her face. And then she said that this robot guy started chasing after Hifumi, and she was able to get a picture of it, and we're like running. Celeste has us running all around the school looking for this guy. Like it's just crazy. So if you missed that part, make sure you go back and watch it. But for those of you that are caught up, you're about to get started, jump into this and see what the hell is going on, because we left Hifumi in the nurse's office and then he ended up dead. But Nicholas, I don't know if you heard what I said, but I said, I definitely think you should apologize to Lays. If you see her tonight in my chat, you should say sorry to her, because, you know, we don't bully people, okay? Bullying isn't nice. And if she's playing as a killer, she's supposed to kill you and your friends if you're playing as victims, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really hope that you say sorry to her, so you guys can get that squared away, because TCM is supposed to be fun. TCM is supposed to be fun. We shouldn't be bullying people outside of the game. That's not nice. Okay, let's jump over here, guys. I'm gonna do top so you guys can see everything. I have glitter in my hair. Go ahead and start a kidnap. Alrighty, we are jumping back into chapter 3, guys. Hi Dayton, what's up? How you doing? Okay, so we just got in here. Hold on. My hair, I ain't feeling it. Shit looking kind of crazy. Well, you shouldn't stream snipe, number one, and you shouldn't bully Lays. You shouldn't do that. I don't agree with that, and I'm 100% on her side. So you should apologize to her. All right, guys. So we came into the nurse's office and Hifumi is dead. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Thank you. I wouldn't steer you in the wrong direction, Nicholas. Okay, so Hina says, what the? That was the body discovery announcement. The body discovery announcement. When 3 or more people discover a body after a murder, that's what plays. And since we just heard it, that means it must mean Hifumi. Someone killed him, one of us. Okay, good, Nicholas, good. One of us? And look at that. When Celeste said that, she pointed to something. Something on the floor. Something that had also been on the floor after the last 2 surprise attacks. So remember, every time we went and somebody had been hit, there was a bigger robot justice hammer or something. So this is a very weird case that we're trying to solve right now. This was very strange. Not gonna lie. Alright, so let's look at this shit. I think this is the 3rd one. Another hammer. Yeah, Justice Hammer 3. And it's even bigger than the other 2. Just as I suspected, one strike from that and you were finished. Then the killer. There can be no doubt the suspicious individual, going by what Hifumi called him, the culprit must be Robo Justice. Whoever's hiding in that costume is the one that killed Hifumi. This is a pretty long game. This is a pretty long game, but it's really good. Like, this is a really fun game. I like this game a lot. But wait, you saw him on the 3rd floor, right? Running back into the hall? So how did he end up in the nurse's office? You're not saying they, like, teleported or something, right?
Are you okay with this?
We can figure that part out later. Right now, we have to tell the others. Sorry, I forgot to do her little accent. You're right.
So
Then shall we go? Hina's just in fucking shock. Hina, snap out of it. Huh? Are you okay, Hina? Sorry, I'm not sure I can move right now. I'm feeling kind of... This is a problem. We can't just leave Hina here alone. Okay, then I'll go get everyone. You stay here with Hina. Very well, I leave it to you then. Okay, I'll be back soon. I tried to sound confident and upbeat, but I still hadn't stopped trembling from what I'd just been through. Everyone else is already on the 3rd floor. I have to hurry. This is where everyone was chasing after the suspicious individual. Where was he headed? Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumes man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I might, Nicholas. Yeah, I definitely want to get as much double XP going on as I can, you know? I was snatched up. Come on. Alright, I'm done. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. He ran off, going further down the hallway, way into the back of the hallway? Okay. I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. As far as I can tell, there's nobody here, but still, I feel some kind of presence. Yeah, I'm sure I can feel someone's presence. This presence, is it coming from over there in the back? I leapt through the doorway, and when I did, I found another nightmare. The second nightmare of the day was waiting there to greet me. What? There, in a pool of his own blood, was Taka, dead.
Danganronpa.
Bruh, we got 2 people. Oh my gosh. Hifumi's body discovered in the nurse's office. Taka's body discovered in the equipment room. I was witness to 2 nightmares, one right after another. No, they weren't nightmares. This is harsh reality. The true nightmare is this reality, the reality I have to face every day, but still. Why is this happening? gosh. Not Toko on the ground too. What is going on, bruh? What is this? A dolly? No, I can't afford to waste time on this. Yeah, right, Dan? Another hammer. Now it's Justice Hammer 4 and it's even bigger than before. Is that suspicious individual responsible for killing Taka too? Look at Toko, bruh. She saw blood and fainted. She about to wake up with her tongue hanging out of her mouth. Toko? Don't tell me. Toko too? Relax. She just passed out when she saw the blood. The blood. Oh, that's right. When Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood, huh? We've tried everything to get her to wake up, but no luck. Just leave her be for now. It's like he said I should just leave her alone for now.
However.
But why is it Justice Hammer 4? Huh? What do you mean? Celeste was attacked with Justice Hammer 1, then Hifumi was hit with Justice Hammer 2, but this time it was Justice Hammer 4. What happened to number 3? Oh, Hifumi's dead. Ah.
What?
What's the matter? Well, when you mentioned Justice Hammer 3, you just reminded me. Out with it. Do you know something? Actually, Taka's not the only one that's been killed. Hifumi's dead too.
What? Hey!
Hifumi's been killed? Yeah.
I see.
Which is why you came to get us. Then we better go check it out. Of course, come on. Damn, we about to leave Taka laying there? So Sakura, Byakuya, and I rush out of the physics lab. I was like Sakura, but I was getting Sakura's name mixed up with Sayaka. But as soon as we were out of the physics lab, Celeste, aren't you supposed to be waiting in the nurse's office? So something has come up, bro. Why she keep making this damn face? She's suspicious right now with this little face she keep making. She hasn't made this face the entire time we've been playing. Now she keep doing. Lay's raid. Oh my gosh, Lay, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I heard Hifumi is dead, right?
Indeed.
Well, that is not all. It is gone. Huh? What's gone? It has disappeared. Disappeared? Hifumi's body has disappeared. What? What are you talking about? It's disappeared? Don't be ridiculous. Thank you, Nicholas.
Come on.
Are you serious? What the heck is happening here? Everyone, back to the nurse's office. I practically leapt down the stairs, nearly losing my balance. I reached the nurse's office completely out of breath. But wasn't Hina in there with him? I couldn't believe my eyes. Hifumi's body was there just a few minutes earlier. Hi, Kojo, what's up? It just disappeared? Me and Celeste went to the bathroom, but we were only gone for like a minute. And then when we got back, this must be the work of the culprit. They must have come and carried the body away. They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. I don't believe this. I don't believe a body would just disappear.
Why?
First, there were 2 murders, but now one of the bodies has been taken. This is unnatural.
Huh?
Hold on. What do you mean 2 murders?
Hina.
Taka's been killed. We found him up in the equipment room.
No way!
It can't be. Taka too? It can't be. It can't be.
Hina.
Calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Thank you for subscribing, Apollo. Hi, Benny. Thanks for the raid, Lace. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for the sub, Cyrus. Thank you, guys. Then who might the next target be? Toko? Huh?
What?
I completely forget. She's still unconscious in the equipment room.
Well,
You left her at the scene of the crime? We didn't have a choice. She passed out and she refused to wake up. Now I am laughing about it. Oh my gosh. Now I am laughing. Bianca is always trying to get Toko killed or like... Oh my gosh. So she's still unconscious? Wait, so you knew she was still up there and said nothing? Why? That annoying little insect that clings to me wherever I go. We'd be better off without her. Calm down. You forgot about her, didn't you? You have no right to blame her. Everyone stop fighting. Right now we need to hurry back. I can't take this anymore. I don't want anyone else to die. Byakuya, if something's happened to Toko, I'll never forgive you. Byakuya is an asshole. We shot out of the nurse's office and bolted up the stairs, heading back to the third floor. We ran back to the equipment room at full speed. And when we got there... Oh, she's still there. Toko. Where's Taka's body? Thank God you're okay, but right away I noticed there was something very different here. It was gone. Taka's body, which should have been right there, had disappeared. What the hell is going on? Hi, Lace. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing because I wanna see you playing as Johnny and Sunny and whoever else you haven't played as that much. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? No, it's not a hallucination. I know I saw it before, and what I'm seeing now isn't what I saw before.
Huh?
What? Are you saying Taka disappeared
Stop
too?
talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It didn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously, whoever did this has hidden a body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costume suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. It was fun and scary as Connie. That bitch is slow as shit. That's why. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies?
Well,
When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the third
it
floor.
is so.
After that, we split up into two groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Hi, Nay. Hi, Brian. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much, Liz. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, everybody. Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual we are looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there will be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right. There's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule is in place, there will not be a third murder if they were to break that rule. I'd mince ya. Mince ya without a second thought. Mince ya, grind ya, turn ya into paste. By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish like shrimp or crabs? Not him dropping fun facts, the fuck? Hey. Oh my gosh. By the way, guys, for those of you that just came in here, I'm done. I'm done with the point shit because what did I do? I did a heist and I got snatched up, and then I gambled and I lost points. So I was like, I'm done for tonight. I have bad luck. Are Monokuma and Nuggy getting along? Yes, they get along. Monokuma and my bird, they don't get along. Indeed.
Let's see.
Like my actual bird, like my pet bird. So he stole all of yours? Yeah, we gotta take him down. But y'all see how many crowns he has? Look at this. Ridiculous. I think he has like 10,000. Oh, he must have lost some points because he definitely had 10,000. So since 2 people have been killed, there's no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words.
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go? Hey, Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh no, it's nothing. Whatever. We need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then,
Very well. Then let us split up and begin searching. Fucking Byakuya probably hid something for all we know. There is no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
I mean,
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but
Hina.
if you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Then let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. 2 people, guys. 2 people. 2 freaking people. So we have to find their bodies. Let's see if we run into anybody out here. Maybe somebody can point us in the right direction. Maybe let's go in here. Okay, y'all are in here checking.
huh?
Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Bruh, I feel like they're on the first floor somewhere. Or at least Hifumi is. Because who would have brought Hifumi all the way up here? Nobody can carry him. So I'm going to the first floor. That makes the most logical sense to me, at least for where he is. I better look around this floor first. I don't want to look around this floor. Every time I see somebody say deny, I think I'm moving. Bruh, there is nobody in this bitch. Oh, the record. Let's check it in. Oh, I thought somebody's body was about to be right there. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm getting, like, shocked for no reason. It's a locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now. Celeste, was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? But what the heck is with this thing? Alright, I don't see anybody in here, so let's just leave. Do they want me to check the classrooms? I mean, there's only so many places we can check up here. I guess I'll check the classrooms. We already checked in there. I think. I'm pretty sure that's where we had went. Because that's where the body was in the first place, I think. Yeah, it was. It was in that back room. So let's just check the classrooms. Even though I don't think anybody's in these, but bruh, she is creeping me out. Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository. I've already told Hina and Sakura we'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository. Isn't the repository... Isn't that in the art room? Hold on. I'm getting lost up here. Are the bodies here somewhere? Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... Not them both being laid out. Bruh. The 2 bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. Who the fuck carried Hifumi up to the 3rd floor? Hi, Demona. Welcome on in. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Yeah, we never got an announcement
body has been
before.
discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use
This is
however
our
you
first
like,
one, so
the class trial will begin.
And so here we are. Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is
Now,
waiting
make
for
sure to
you.
investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class
See
file.
ya.
Okay, see you later.
Hmm.
You love this bear? Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit.
What the heck?
Hold on, how can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know.
That's terrible.
Dead, gone forever, they're never coming back. Awful, this is all just too awful. Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. Bruh. What the fuck? Why is he alive now? What is happening? Oh my gosh. Please. I can't. This wasn't.
He's alive again?
Where am I? Cold, so cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi, wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
So he always gets what he wants.
Remember everything. Before I met you all.
Not dating one of him
I
dead.
met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light, it's reaching
Can somebody
out
please
to
get
me.
this man, bro?
like the tail of a comet.
So her tear woke him up.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasu.
Hero?
Hero.
Hi, Jay. His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. Sorry, Zodi, he's dead. He's dead now. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your moods.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other
And with
words,
that, the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hero is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends?
fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. But where's Kyoko? Why play with my heart? It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Alright, investigation time. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon, probably the hammers. That's
Very
it.
strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file, but anyway, maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering you. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about
Perhaps.
Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hafumi were attacked, but what if the killer wasn't attacking alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma
Don't be rude. I'm here
appeared!
to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial. Yeah, if you have an accomplice,
Speaking of
whoever does
which,
the
I'd
killing
like
is
to
the only
ask
one
if
that has a chance to
if
get
there
out.
is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
As in, like, attractive?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So are you saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. That it would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. Yes. I just want to make sure you don't forget. No matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blacking can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words,
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
well,
Okay. Let me take the opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person?
well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You might be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible, but for the time being, I suppose it can hurt to pursue further information.
So,
No, don't you think we should consider a certain someone as a suspect, just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended. You, when did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know? She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. You don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
It's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us have an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, when we first came into this room, weren't all of the hammers over here? It was not this empty, so there are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it? Spotless hammer has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Oh, blue tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I like Taka and Hifumi though. I feel like like it's gonna be a lot more boring without these two. Fumi's big, cold, not his big cold body, is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. What is it? Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Hifumi's glasses has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Her tongue makes her look like that girl from that movie Don't Be a Menace after she got possessed. Okay, let's talk to Byakuya. Byakuya, do you think Hiram really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiram's
So in
name.
other words,
Then there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb, but do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere.
what?
And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Oh no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why did they bother killing two people?
What?
Because all the rule says is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number one priority is not getting caught. But killing two people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. Here he go. He about to go tamper with shit. Danny head ass. He talked as if he figured something out, but if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Okay, let's see if There are many aspects to the incident this time, too many to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then,
Would you like my help? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor and resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Hi, Luffy. Oh yeah, I fixed 8-Ball. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared. And then... What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. Bruh, she's literally telling us where to go at each given moment, and oh, he's over there, and that happened over there. Like, how you know all this? This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, Yubi, Akuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hafumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However,
But at that same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Oh, I see why there were 2 announcements. The first one was for Taka, because Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura had found Taka, and he was actually dead. And they found him at the same time we found Hafumi, but Hafumi wasn't actually dead yet. So that's why the announcement played that second time, I guess. But at that same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hafumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hafumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hafumi's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. And then Taka was gone. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared, so from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. Bruh, Celeste is literally the person telling us everything. And that brings us up to now. Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Okay, well, thank you. That was very helpful, Sakura. You kind of gave us a rundown of everything. So that was nice.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hafumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but
And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it and why is it unlocked now? I wondered the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. But Celeste found their bodies in here, though. She found their bodies. Okay. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and unlocked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. Yeah, there's 2. We found Taka too. So that certain someone, repository door has been added to the truth bullet section of their handbook. Alrighty. Should probably look around in here a little more. Oh! This moves, I think. It's a dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. But wait. That was in the equipment room. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? Repository dolly has been added to our truth bullets. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Hafumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay. So I guess I need to go to those 2 places. Obviously, we're gonna go to the shit out. Yep. What the hell? This is camera for the reference. Oh, I thought this was a different one. Body was moved with the murder weapon. Weapon was just left here. I was sleeping right here when Miss Killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on his tire. Did that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Equipment room bloodstain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body is in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. Bruh, there's no way anybody moved Hifumi up to the 3rd floor from the 1st floor. That motherfucker got up and walked, which is why there's no blood on his glasses. That's still a total mystery. He got up and walked. Nobody moved him. Alright, let's go to the 1st floor and check out the nurse's office, guys. Because that's where Hifumi was. And maybe we can get some more clues. I'm pretty sure, I can almost guarantee you, nobody moved Hifumi up to the 3rd fucking floor by themselves. From the 1st floor, not even the 2nd floor, the 1st floor. And we don't have elevators, or at least we don't have any that's in use. So, hold on, wait. No, I don't wanna, I didn't mean to go there. Forget the nurse's office isn't it in here somewhere? Yeah. Bitch, I know you got something to do with this. Camera 3, the one that was used for me. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. I don't want to talk to her. She's creeping me out. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body. How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Tina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her, but she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is, I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Celeste's account has been added to the truth bullet section. So we can't even look at this? Is there anything else around here? I feel like there's more to look at here. So what is there to look at, motherfucker? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the
Yes,
nurse's office,
indeed.
right? But you seem to be getting worse every day.
Indeed.
I'm confused about what a refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. Something's in here. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Blood transfusion. So that was blood? Somebody used blood from this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same shit.
Indeed.
Was that all I was supposed to do in here? Oh, I forgot. I can do this. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. Is too small to be a handkerchief is a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh,
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. A cleaning cloth, and it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. It was used to clean Hifumi's glasses. This is getting, this is a lot. Okay. Go out of here. I guess I can go check out the folder there. Nothing out of the ordinary in here. Check out the gym. Okay. Good idea. Nothing in here. Except money. $10 million is a positively unrealistic amount of money. Is this why they had to die? Okay. It's a helmet of some sort. Why is something like that on display when it doesn't really have anything to do with the case? I'm just looking at everything. Okay. If there's anything ordinary in here. Let's see. Where should we go next, guys? Let's check the school store. I feel like we need to go back up to the top floor. Or we could check the second floor too. Wait, where's Kyoko? What the hell is going on right now? Damn, Monaco might knock this shit off in this bitch. Sorry, I gotta put my phone over there. I can't go in here. I guess I can go in the boys, but I don't know what would be in here that would be of use to me. Who knows though? You never know. I don't see anything. Hi, Michelle. Welcome in. How are you? Wow, girl. Alright, I definitely want to check the library too. Maybe I feel like the option of it. Is there an extension cord? Check this. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary in here. What do you mean a different look? already checked it. Nothing in here. Oh, I just came out of here. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, let's go and check over here. Let's see. I don't know what else there would be for us to see. I mean, I guess we can go back in here. You're starting to see why detectives dream. Like out of the ordinary. Go back in here again, I guess. You already done talked to her crazy ass. Is there anything else? Oh, this tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before and just recently too. Well, yeah, because it's in the other room. Makoto, hello. Okay. I don't see anything. I don't see anything of any use to me in this bitch. I'm gonna go back to... The fuck? So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I want to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Bruh, he's irritating. Yasuhiro's message. So he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? He's irritating. Him and Kyoko, they love, like, dropping hints instead of just flat out telling you what the fuck they're talking about. Wasting everybody's fucking time. Are you just going over stuff or are you looking for something? We're looking for clues before the case. We're preparing for the trial. Because we need to go into the trial knowing what the fuck we gonna say and who we're gonna accuse. We're looking for clues before the trial. But yeah, I was looking for like something because it wasn't telling me like to go to a specific place or anything. So I was just like, you know. Who give you Brian vibes? Underneath my headphones is so fucking annoying. Alright, let's go to Hiro's room. Hiro's room was down towards the end, right? I'm pretty sure. Man, so many dead people. Shit, crazy. Okay. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Okay, let's see, guys. Let's see what we find in Hiro's room. Oh my gosh. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? This man done decorated his whole room. Like, what the fuck is going on? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something and some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about this bothers me. That's not his handwriting. Look at his fucking room, bruh. I'm like amazed by how much he's decorated it. grungy though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Ooh. Okay. Is that it? Ah! Makoto, big news, big news. What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice is Hiro wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at these motherfuckers. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Ooh, look at this motherfucker. Hiro? Hiro?
hey,
yeah,
Makoto.
duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? What the fuck is going on right now?
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looks like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it. Like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never
It's
mind.
nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying from the
Yeah.
mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. One second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Phew, free at last. I don't think he did this. He's too slow. He's too slow to pull this off. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So
More to
then,
the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait,
Um...
what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. Thank you for subscribing. But he stank as a mother. Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
Then it's obvious the one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible.
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. What? Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume, so who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses.
Um...
No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear
Just
them.
a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes, then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the
Who
worst.
cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing
That's
anyway. That's how we
terrible.
know it was him. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Robo Justice costume has been added to the Truth Bullet section.
Oh,
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time, but where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no
Then
idea.
perhaps-
she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much up until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. It looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone.
what the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
I said I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least
Which means alter
30%
ego
right.
and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay?
Um.
I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
So
I
then.
know that note. Note? Last night,
um,
someone slipped a weird note under my door. Here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even you know it's a lie. You still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be
Well, you
mean.
should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No,
Looks
what?
like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Yasuhiro's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it. Why? Why'd you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like I said.
the
Was
worst.
it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right, I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Oh, bye. One by one, everyone pulled away.
Makoto,
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the
it
investigation.
would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when you have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we? Don't be helping her when
Hey.
she say no to you. The fuck? Wait, why is this more like 4 got killed? This is crazy. You think Aoi would know by now? These trials ain't even close to cut and try, right? So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age. as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway,
Anyway, you have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. And I guess we should head that way for now. Alrighty, we are headed up to the repository. Wait, where's the... Hold on, I'm getting lost, bro. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Repository. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to grow rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma Fa was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You
Hey.
did? You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
Then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen and just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch is broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his watch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
in other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m., meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. So he was already dead before Celeste got hit in the head or whatever.
however,
She got hit in the head at 7 or punched in the face or whatever. And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Is that all he had in his hands? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does
is
it?
that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
So
body.
then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper has been added to the truth bullet section. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse from the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it. I just can't see how that's possible. Further, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head. He was most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which we found in the nurse's office, but when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now, they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that, and why? So, did you find anything? I did, more than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
that's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants. Wait, so you...
Why is
It
that?
was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. What is she talking about, girl? You went down his pants. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note? I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet up in the equipment room at 6. So they told him to meet in the equipment room, and they told Hiro to meet in the rec room? And that's what Hiro said. He said he got a note that said that.
so,
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
however,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Yeah, he said the rec room. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Honestly, we can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. The rec room at 1. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. The the note they wrote to Ifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m. in the equipment room.
Is that right?
Hold on, just because Ifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it had been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to the part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Bitch, stop dropping hints. Just tell us what you're thinking. Maybe he's trying to be like Bag and Sag and Barry from All That and uses his pants for storage.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role, I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. Bitch, just tell us! Like, fuck. Oh shit, it's time for the trial, guys. It's time for the
Are you excited?
trial.
Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of
I love the
fireworks.
trials, they're so
like
fun.
the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Bitch! Yeah, you're right.
Shall we
No,
go?
she's not right, Makoto. Stop agreeing with her. Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Watch. During the trial, she's gonna be like, Makoto, you know, don't you? You know. She always does that. Like, bitch, just say it. Why are we playing hide and seek with the damn clues? Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Huh? He's multiplied?
Wrong.
No, not multiplication. It just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast, it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
We're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Hey,
And if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train, or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. I told you already, I didn't do it for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate that it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's go get down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Ifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive and the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends. The killer is someone right here. Not her. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be genocide Jack at the trial. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Alright. I will be right back, guys. Before we get started with the trial, we're gonna take a little bit of a breaksy break. Hold on. Put some music on for you boys. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
Why do I end up like this? Waiting by the phone like you'll call me again. I've been down low I don't know how long it's been. Days pass by like it's hours. Sweet memories turning sour. And yeah, I said that I'd forget all these memories in my head, but it's the only thing I have left. I keep my hopes up, one day you'll show up. Tell me that you love me again. I say I'm sorry, you'll come and hug me, but I know that it's all in my head. 'Cause you're gone, yeah, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. And I was wrong, thinking you might come along. 'Cause you're gone, yeah, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. But I keep dreaming of why you're, 'cause I'm in denial. Yeah. Now it's too late to regret it. All the hurtful things I said. And yeah, I know I'm all alone. Lie to myself 'cause I can't let go. 'Cause it's the hardest pill to swallow, knowing you ain't coming back at all. So I keep my hopes up, one day you'll show up. Tell me that you love me again. I say I'm sorry, you'll come and hug me, but I know that it's all in my head. 'Cause you're gone, yeah, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. And I was wrong, thinking you might come along. 'Cause you're gone, yeah, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. But I keep dreaming of why you're, 'cause I'm in denial. Gone, gone, yeah, I know that you're gone, gone. I can't believe you're gone, gone, gone. But I keep dreaming of why you're, 'cause I'm in denial. In the air, I can see the magic in the air. There's something about you, it's making me feel so unusual. And tonight, I'm brave enough to say that I want you to stay. 'Cause this kind of love and that we share is so unusual. And maybe it's crazy of me to say it's only been a couple days, I know. But baby, never did I think I could feel this way. Now I'm missing you every night and day. Can I see you again? Can I see you again? 'Cause I'd do anything just to see your face. When you're not around, it don't feel the same. Can I see you again? Can I see you again?
So you need a little break, huh? Boy, say you need a little space, yeah. Boy, is it 'cause you can't be faithful? Boy, hope she's cool, unlike you. You ain't ready for a girlfriend, no. 'Cause you think I'll steal your weekends, no. So you make up shitty reasons for want it out. See, I'm not even mad, boy, but I'm confused. Shouldn't you be keeping me at 10 when you're 2? I can't help but feel sympathetic, I do. You think you're bad, boy, but I feel bad for you. Think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, but I feel bad for you. I'm not even mad, I'm not even mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I just feel bad for you. I was pretty when I met ya, now I'm prettier than ever, took a second to forget you, boy, only one. If you wanted to hurt me, well, you failed big time, 'cause I knew you would panic and run. I won't chase you, baby, I'm too good without. If you think that I'm crying, you're wrong. I'm not even mad, boy, but I'm confused. Shouldn't you be keeping me at 10 when you're 2? I can't help but feel sympathetic, I do. You think you're bad, boy, but I feel bad for you. Think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, but I feel bad for you. I'm not even mad, I'm not even mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I just feel bad for you. If you wanted to hurt me, well, you failed big time, 'cause I knew you would panic and run. I won't chase you, baby, I'm too good without. If you think that I'm crying, you're wrong. Think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, but I feel bad for you. I'm not even mad, I'm not even mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I just feel bad for you. Think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, but I feel bad for you. I'm not even mad, I'm not even mad, I'm not mad, I'm not mad, I just feel bad for you. Think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, boy, think you're bad, but I feel bad for you. I'm not even mad,
Hello, guys. I'm back. Oh my god. Oh no, what happened? We never fucking questioned why that shit was a foot either. Oh my gosh. Her childhood. Fucking ruined. I didn't look up the killer. But I already told you who's on my radar. I already told you. I feel like Hero is too slow to pull this shit off. Maybe if it was one body, sure. But to pull all this, it wasn't him. He's stupid. In the most loving way possible. He's slow. So alrighty. The elevator door slid open, opening up onto a cool face. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you. Why? Why are you making us do such cool things to each other? What? What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed Clash trial after this commercial break. I never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. Quick flash sound effect. Shannon. And so the curtain opens once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I have to choose what little skills I'm gonna use and all that shit. Hopefully I'm able to keep up, because I know they're gonna introduce new features again. Okay, I think I definitely want this. I definitely want to do increase the influence gauge by 2. Hold and compose. Steadies your aim a little. Oh shit. I think I want this and this. Do I have enough for something else? That costs 4. Oh, wait, I do. But I'll use up all of my skill points. I don't think I want to use all of them, so... Oh gosh, guys!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Not on Tubi.
If you can figure
That shit
out
was crazy
who
with
done
me.
it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
He had to have paid them for them to keep that shit under wraps this time.
Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took
Bruh,
place,
it's not
and
Hero,
we found him in
you
that suit.
bitch.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
And Hina's just going along with it because she kind of slow too. She's kind of an
I
airhead.
didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
All she be worried about is her going
Shut your murdering mouth,
swimming.
murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you?
It wasn't him because the suit can't even. Hina said you can't even bend at the waist. So how would he have done all that if he couldn't bend down?
I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or before anything else, we have to make that clear? Okay, here we go. Y'all see Hiro's message. Okay.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
I mean, looking at the blueprints, that handwriting's awful messy, and if I remember right, Hiro's handwriting is...
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof.
No, he didn't write that shit. The handwriting was messy as hell, and he had really nice handwriting.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared.
Not you telling about Alter
The
Ego.
handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
I thought we were hiding Alter Ego from Monokuma. You literally just told him, but... whatever, I guess. Life or death.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto,
He's
are
right.
you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
He only paid them 50K? That's it?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Here they go with that go ahead Makoto bullshit. And of course he passes it off.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Probably Hifumi. The Illuminati is fucking nuts. No, it was Hiro was the one in the suit. I don't think there was a second suit. This is hilarious.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
Because it doesn't fit anyone else.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Exactly.
Now that's a bold assumption. And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Of course. But before we get to that...
Oh shit, I clicked too fast. Hold on. What reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes. Okay.
There's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to
Get
be
to the point.
clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
The dolly.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using
And
several
the tarp.
particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Here they go again. Makoto, can you tell us? The things that were used to move Taka's body, it was the blue tarp.
I got it!
There's still one more thing. And then the dolly.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's with the
So,
attitude?
let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh? Bitch, no.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Yes.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize
Alright, she did it.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
What? Oh, she did it for sure. Now she's throwing shots at Makoto for no reason. She did it.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Excuse me? Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. Fuck her. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. A new element has been added. Oh my gosh, what? Let's talk about reloading. Starting with this next bullet time battle, we're gonna add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements, but from now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough to handle them. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the tab key now has a function along with the R&B and L&B buttons. You will automatically reload at the start of fever time and your ammo will not decrease. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all, in which case you can ignore everything I just said, but mine isn't set to gentle, so I have to do this stupid ass shit. Fuck, okay. This should be confusing the hell out of me.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Damn, she's talking shit.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Yeah, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
You only scared of her because you feel like she's smarter than everyone else. She's definitely smart.
I have it right here.
She's definitely smart. She was talking shit, right? Lays your bae. She being mighty disrespectful right now.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Yup.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Don't side with her,
So
ladies.
there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
She going down for these. Yeah, shit is right. Jesus, Celeste really hate me that
Well,
much?
anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Because he can't even bend
If
at
you
the
look
waist.
back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately
He
obvious.
can't bend down to move the body. If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? Robo-Justice costume. Yup. I already knew. Okay, here we go.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Accurate.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly
Nope.
and wheeled it off, right?
What? Oh wait, that's true. The culprit did do it, but it wasn't the person in the
As we
costume.
know, Taka was killed and from
Go ahead
there.
and fast forward.
The culprit then loaded it on.
Now,
Keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well,
That's true.
yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
Exactly. You can't bend over. You can't bend over wearing the suit. You said that, you know, when you put it on.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Bitch, you said you can't bend in it.
Back
And you
to what
called...
you said when we were all checking out the suit
and then you
together.
called Hero
Remember?
slow because he made a suit that he couldn't bend down in or whatever. You and Celeste were calling him slow. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Exactly. Now
When
you
you're in
forgot.
that suit,
Oh my God,
not
what are
only
you
can you
talking
not see your
about?
feet, but you can't even
You
bend
said
at the
that.
waist.
Like what?
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it,
Don't be sad now.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Exactly.
well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
Pushing a human on a dolly. All right, she did it.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
No, because it's clasped on the back. That's another reason he couldn't have done it. It was clasped, which means somebody closed him in the suit. There's absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off just to move the body because once it's on, you can't take it off by yourself.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make the stupid freaking thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. You don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Exactly.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself?
Bitch, we already
Hero wasn't
said
just
that.
making it up?
Okay, he no slow.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Yeah, why would he keep it on if he committed all those murders in it?
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
Bitch, you set this
You
up.
all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice?
You set this up. Because if you saw Hifumi getting dragged away by Robo-Justice, why would you take out a camera to take a picture of it? I mean, yeah, like having visual proof is good in this school where there's trials that may cause you to get killed, but still, it's just weird. That's a weird reaction. I'm gonna take out this camera and take a picture so people will know that it was him. Like, nah.
If whoever was in that suit
He looks
is
so
not the
bad.
culprit, how do you explain that?
Just because he had his arms wrapped around Hifumi don't mean that he killed anybody. But that picture's funny though.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Well, he did say that it was Hero. He did say that. How'd you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
Unless Hero's right and there actually is a second suit.
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. It this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi.
No, Monokuma doesn't. He don't get involved. He likes seeing everybody else kill each other.
We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya
Sakura
and
got a little
Toko,
fatty back
and then
there.
went
Okay,
on to find
bitch.
Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office,
I saw a shadow. Something moved around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
She does. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared.
and then
What was that? See, she got everybody running all around the school and stuff while she's moving bodies and slicing people up while our backs are turned. This bitch crazy. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. Bruh, it's her.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
I heard brains.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
But I'm pretty sure that was for Taka.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
But every time she be lying, her face be like this. Tight as shit.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what. Okay. I forgot how to slow it down. Is it Alt? No, it's space, I think.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
We don't
What
know
makes you
that.
say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The Justice Hammers were numbered, but yeah, we don't know what order they were killed in.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi,
Or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Fuck, I missed it.
What makes you say?
Because of the number.
It's true that while Taka's death,
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Alright, then it's the second thing.
Shoot.
It's not the order, it's the fucking,
So,
hammers.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Bitch, what?
Shoot.
Bruh, I got the
So,
contradiction.
regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the number.
It's true that while Taka's death came.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
so,
Regarding, I wonder
Do
if,
I
or
need
perhaps
to-
it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
How do I load
It's true
the...
that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
Hold on. Okay.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
so, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
so,
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed.
Yes!
No, it's wrong.
I did it right! Yay! I was like, I think I need to change the truth bullet.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died, which was the note. I think this is I. Oh, his watch. His watch. His watch. Wristwatch. His watch was
Now I
broken
understand.
at 6 in the morning. And
I
Hifumi
got
was
it.
still alive. after
Taka's
that.
wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Hey, you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yeah,
And
'cause
before
Hifumi was still
Celeste
alive.
was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Yeah, which is why he didn't show up to the dining hall.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Damn. That's true. Because at 6, we weren't all together.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body. That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later
He's
on!
so slow.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up!
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
He said, I don't know.
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time!
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
No, I don't think it was her either, honestly. Let me try this shit. Better not take all my freaking points.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway!
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to
Shut
figure
up,
out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Fumi's body in that short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor
That
up to
much
the
weight is
third
crazy.
in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way!
He
It's
got up and
impossible.
walked. He probably helped Celeste. Wasn't he making tea for Celeste at the beginning?
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
Y'all slow as hell, bro.
No! Not another...
He literally saw him wake up. He wasn't dead.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Bro, I got snatched up again? Wow. I'm not playing
But
anymore.
I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Yeah, he woke up! Oh my gosh. These people are funny.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Yeah, how do you know
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
that? No. The
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
No, it was
Are
for
we
Taka.
really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Bruh, that's not it.
Shoot!
Oh, I'm almost out of heart.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he...
No, Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead, and that is why we
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Shoot!
Oh, am I supposed to take...
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
and that is why.
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Are you saying that when we first found there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No. It is if Hifumi was dead. And you know that. Surely you heard the body discovery announced. Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
No!
Yay!
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Nope.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two
announcements in the room.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them
No,
together into one.
Monokuma wouldn't do that.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail.
He's such a troll.
But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
So he's basically saying he would have done the announcement twice.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again.
Exactly. And when we went into the room in the repository and we found both of them, that's when the second one was announced.
That's true. Then why was the announcement made again later on?
Because Hifumi was still alive.
Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement, the first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room, and the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered. Wait. Was it when both were rediscovered, or when was it after Hifumi came back to life? Okay, it's not that. It's the other one. It was when we came. It was when we went into the repository.
Shoot!
Oh gosh. No, I'm almost out of hearts.
I got it!
Fuck.
We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the two bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
No.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office,
He wasn't dead.
he wasn't actually
And
dead.
he got his ass up and walked upstairs.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
I bet it is. You about to be discovered, bitch. There has to be proof that shows if he was alive. It's his fucking glasses. What we found in the trash. The glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved,
She's gonna be like, everything was the same.
other than the change in how it was positioned,
No.
there was no notable difference.
No, you're lying. Yep,
Then
it's her. It's
was
her.
he really still alive?
Of course not. It is impossible. This is ridiculous.
Well, here's one thing we did. The
Alright,
first
let's
time
go
we
ahead
found
and get up
Hifumi,
here.
his body disappeared.
And the next time it was in the
But when you compare his body before, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Cat.
No, that's wrong. In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses.
His glasses, bitch.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Not Hifumi playing dead.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's
Watch
office.
Celeste will be like, how
trash
can we be sure of that? Are you sure there wasn't blood still on his glasses?
I got it!
I got it.
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
It's cool to last legs take you out every time.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
Oh yeah.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Edgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone
I'm
but
gonna miss
Hifumi
Hifumi in
would have
Saga.
brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is,
Yeah, that's how you know
blood
he
on
didn't
his
do it,
glasses
so-
was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, It does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible.
Why do they keep calling his body that? His really, really big, massive body. His copious corpse.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, he got it from the fridge.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Oh, Hifumi did it.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Was it with the picture?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The items he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
The note. Here she go again. Do you know what I'm talking about, Makoto? Remember? Shut the fuck up.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
See, then this note
Not her
isn't the
tongue
same one
popping
Hiro
out of the
got.
thought of what was in his face.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants is crazy.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. There we go. Oh god. Broken wristwatch, Hifumi's glasses, cleaning cloth.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Why should we call him TikTok, bro?
Hubby had the note, and the person it was must have been Hubby.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m. The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
No, that's wrong. No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to
She's
trick
fucking
Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
He took it because he didn't want anybody to
Stuffed
see
down
it.
his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa, yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Hero's so slow, bro.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Why she's so mean to
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
But one of the hammers in there was
and
cleaned off.
put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Here we go. Isn't it the hammer that was cleaned off? Yes, okay. I'm on the right track.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's wrong.
Calling out all the cat.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... I feel like Hifumi helped Celeste because he has a crush on her, but... Spotless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate
or
and
maybe
survive.
they did. Maybe he didn't know.
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
It's not impossible.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Can you really say there's no chance two people work together on this? Exactly.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried, assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two...
That is.
But that only really...
In this case, however, there were two murders.
I think I need
Based on the
to...
rules, even if more than one, only the one who actually,
I'm on the right track
assuming the
with
rule holds true. It is...
That is.
But that only really applies in this
Case, however, there were two murders.
Based on the rules that have even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out, assuming the rule.
Oh yeah, that
holds
makes
true.
sense. Because there were two murders, two separate murders.
Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
So Hifumi killed
They made him
Taka.
carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents.
Wow, not Hifumi
And it
killing
only
Taka.
looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances,
Went out against us.
they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Celeste.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
The effort made to convince us the 2 murders were the same that was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Of course she did, and kept it to herself. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case is unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems fit. Damn, everybody fucking did it. Nah, don't be looking over there, bitch. It's you.
Here's my answer.
Not Celeste.
It was Celeste.
Of course, because she kept us running all over the school and shit.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
You were always suspicious.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that
Shit, brain-fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Oh yeah, it was her. It was definitely her.
Pardonnez-moi.
What? Not her snapping out of her little character.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the 2 of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the 2 of you were working together.
What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? Encountering the suspicious individual with screaming, the paper hidden in Hifumi's pants. Why they keep doing that? Oh no, we got this whole speaking French is clipped.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry to him.
As he said, only Celeste and
Miyagi has an
Hifumi
ass.
ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Yeah, she definitely would admit to it, Mookie. Genocide Jill, she'd be like, yeah, I did it. How'd you know? Yep, I saw a shadow, something moving around.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
But she hadn't seen anything. She just had them running all around the school for no reason.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up
To
on
have
the
them in
third
different
floor.
places while they committed the murders and
She
crimes.
let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was
Now
wrong,
they're looking
what
shocked
was it
now.
she said?
Celeste was wrong. That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man, but there was no proof that she had seen anything. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway. She did that to get us to go to the physics lab to find Taka.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
I can't remember the game name, so my joke already dead in the water, but Hofumi would have really loved that new Blade game. Oh my gosh. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hofumi's in the nurse's office. It's back. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Damn, she's smart.
In fact, Celeste
Not
was
smart enough,
precisely
though.
the
How
one
about
who
that?
proposed that we split up.
Yep. I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura, and she led them to the physics lab, or physics room, or whatever, so that they would go find Taka.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Fake ass scream.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor. Everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just
Yeah,
realized
be a
another
funny
strange
thing.
thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Fake ass scream. I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Now you need to say sorry to Hiro, because you blamed him.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. How did you know Taka was dead, though?
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about
She
it.
didn't know that Taka was dead yet.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to
She
discover
didn't
Taka's
know.
body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah.
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Yakia said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, but what is he alluding to? It doesn't make sense because she didn't know that Taka was dead yet, because nobody had told her. But she said, just like those guys died, meaning Taka and Hifumi.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's odd. What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, we must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be. We are going to die. And that is all.
And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
All I said, they must really enjoying the sight of us. They must be positively. We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like... It's strange you said that because you didn't know that Taka was dead. But you did know because you were a part of
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Didn't you set the picture up?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
Not you saying it's Shannon.
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Maybe Hifumi is trying to pull Hiro in the robot suit.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, yeah, he's trying to pull the robot suit. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Because Hiro was knocked out.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
This bitch. Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Oh gosh. Robo Justice costume, Yasuhiro's message, Robo Justice blueprints. Oh yeah, the blueprints. I forgot about that.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
If I remember right, Hina said she said that she couldn't bend at the waist.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Oh shit, I
As
did
you
not
can
mean to do
see
that.
in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
Shut your ass
No,
up,
it's
you
wrong.
lying ass bullshit, bitch.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
Because the suit does not bend.
Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it.
I just
so
wish
it
she has a
couldn't bend at
Band-Aid
the
on her
waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and
Her
Hifumi
looking
took the
shocked
suit
now.
they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Say the M word.
Well
God.
then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
She about to flip out. Look at her. I can just tell.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
She don't even got her accent no more.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
I told him to say that, bitch. Hey, Fumi, who was it who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Hello?
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
Last names.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last
Yeah,
names!
he would be like, Mr. Naegi.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
What's your last name, Celeste? Because we don't even know your last name. We just know you as Celeste. Which is
Indecent?
probably not even your real name.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. there's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What?
This bitch
think
crazy.
I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Yeah, did she say that at the beginning of the... Yeah, right? She did say that on day one.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
Oh yeah!
Yasuhiro.
Show us your handbook.
If there's one person here who might have that
Show
last
us your
name.
handbook. Bruh,
It would
Kyoko
have
knew
to
the
be
whole
you,
time.
Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is... Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Cat? Pull out the e-handbook. Show us your e-handbook. If that's it, because your real name is gonna be on there.
That's it! The handbook!
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
How did, Hifumi know her last name?
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Why?
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
And isn't she the ultimate gambler? So she's used to lying and shit.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again.
Using a poker
from the
face and
beginning.
all that shit.
And shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Oh gosh, we gotta do that comic book shit. Alrighty, so they both talked about how they were gonna do all this shit. In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? Please don't tell me it was food.
I'll give you some chips if you help me.
Bruh. What time did the killers call their victim to the rec room? Was it 7? Agreeing to accessory to be an accessory for murder to murder for a snack is beyond me. Who was it that the killer summoned first? Taka. it Hifumi? Oh yeah. Hold on. No. It's this. Because at one, they got him to come put the suit on. They got him all dressed up in the suit, knocked him out or whatever. They knocked him out and stuffed him in the Robo-Justice suit to falsify their evidence, and they used a certain item to do it. Was it Justice Hammer? What is this? Hold on, I'm gonna come back to that. What time was Taka supposed to head to the equipment room? And then wait, what happened? Then Hifumi killed him. Justice Hammer that was used killed Taka. The one that was with him was number 4. Library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. The blood, right? We'll come back to that. Nurse's office. Which Justice Hammer was in the nurse's office when Hifumi was pretending to be dead? 3. Then they all found him. Celeste, dumbass right there. Then they found Taka at the same time. Hifumi used something to move Taka's body. He used the dolly and the tarp. The weapon the killer used to murder Hifumi was the one that had been cleaned off, which was this. So then we have to go back over here. She's the ultimate gambler. I'm thinking they cut her body into 52 cards or they spin her till she dies on a roulette wheel. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's come back over here. So this one said they knocked him out and stuffed him in the Robo-Justice suit to falsify their evidence and they used a certain item to do it. Justice Hammer 2. What is this? In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadowy criminal. Not the picture of him moving the thing. What is this? Is it the camera? Like, I don't... In the library. The only thing that makes sense is this, I guess. But I feel like that might be wrong.
What happened?
But we'll see.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Oh shit, my bad. I got the first one. Hold on. So this one should be...
The killer is... you! Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with
I'm
was
pushing him
Hero.
over and looking like that.
The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Damn, I got that wrong. They knocked him out and stuffed him in the Robo-Justice suit to falsify their evidence, and they used a certain item to do it. Oh, this is the camera goes here. Camera goes here. What goes here?
The killer is you! They drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3
These fucking pictures of him are
and
killing
turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Knocked his ass out.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi, and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celestia Ludenberg.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
I lost? I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Oh, so that it? Oh my gosh, this bitch. So that's her name.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
So your accent was fake the whole time too.
Interesting.
Damn, she just gave up at the end. Hell yeah.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to
Clear the
begin.
class trial without having to retry a single time. Achievement. Yay.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Damn. So her last name is Hiro's first name. That's interesting. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taeko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone... I guess I don't have to do the accent for her anymore. That's not even her real voice. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Well, y'all done already said alter ego. Out loud. Well, Makoto did. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. Not her trying not to... If she's about to die, she could easily just snitch and be like... She could easily just be like, oh, by the way, Monokuma, they have a computer. I'm totally out of the loop as usual. How sad.
In other words...
And you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with? From a computer. Right, again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did
What? Are you okay
it.
with
It was
this?
Taka. He stole it. So he killed Taka because he thought Taka stole the computer, bro.
So then...
Look at his room. His room is decorated too. He got like action figures and stuff everywhere. And I have proof. Would you like to see it? Look at him. He got the little pudgy princess shit on his wall too. As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. We didn't even use the blueprints. We didn't use that in the trial. That was interesting. We didn't bring that up. Well, we kind of did, but not really. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him, but how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
As for
Please
me...
forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did?
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. I knew he got a little crazy.
Say
but
what?
I never imagined he would go that far. Oh, that's why he killed Taka. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please, if you go now, you will be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
Taka's planning to use her to escape, and he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka's going to try to kill you. What?
Indeed.
And also, he can keep her to himself. That bastard.
Completely unforgivable!
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I?
I swear I will
I
save
have to
her!
Oh my god.
Actually...
Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I've come up with a plan. Huh? I've devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Wow, so she tricked Hifumi. So Hifumi's not really a bad guy. She tricked him into thinking that Taka had abused her and was going to try to kill him and all this stuff, so... Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it was my fault for picking him in the first place. Oh, so he made the outfit. That was his handwriting. Well, he's very talented.
But...
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. Oh my gosh, bruh. That's it?
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Oh my god. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay
That's
with
simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded, he was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well...
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya.
I wonder about
No,
that.
he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we're nothing alike.
Why?
Then what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life began, my only thought has been to escape.
But...
All along, you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Oh my gosh! Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why? Huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream, and accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream
Honestly.
forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical point.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. Oh my gosh. Sounds like some shit I would dream of. I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decay.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
There is nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you were really able to kill your own friends for it?
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice then,
Isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. Okay, yeah, she's a psychopath. Celeste smiled then, and when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, then let's get rolling. The blackened deserve the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate
Let's
gambler.
give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Damn. She's crazy. I feel kind of bad for her, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Oh shit. What was this? The burning of the Versailles witch. Not her being a witch. Why is he burning her though? What does this have to do with gambling? Not the Salem trial. Bitch hunt. But she went to live in a castle. Not her having fun being burned up. Why he had to do her like that? Bro, why he had to do her like that? He could have just let her ass burn. He said, I'm gonna hit you with a fire truck. What the fuck? Monokuma's crazy. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
time!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here.
Too bad!
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not, and it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key-type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So, what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh!
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh!
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
What is going on? Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya! Oh, we have another area of the school open now. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's that key that Celeste gave you? Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, we'd better go check.
indeed.
Good idea. So one, fire trucks didn't exist back then, and two, how he unalives a person while trying to save them. At least he put the fire up, though, I guess. He did her a favor, took her out quick. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looks back at us and said, I'm gonna go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later. Why exactly are you going alone?
So...
Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance
Come
camera.
on.
That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know? Then I'll go too.
What?
You? Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Thank you,
well
Byakuya. Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay? Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together? Does that mean what I think it means?
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker, and as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon, maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
you...
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation? This is the worst hacking program ever? Why do you say that? When you do that,
Indeed.
it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No, I believe in
What?
you. You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too, because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
And maybe I can believe in you just a little bit more. Then
That's fine.
Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. It takes days to unlock some files. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it, and in the storage closet there, way in the back, she said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Oh shit. Am I crazy? I'm confused. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about, could it really be hidden here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is a secret room, but what's in here? It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. There's a bunch of files and what looks like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What is this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation, it's like deja vu. Oh my gosh. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like I was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. They took everything! Ow, apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone. It's all gone. The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room and get some rest. Who the fuck was that? My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there, and after that, as if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound is coming from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? What the fuck is going on? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
His ass.
I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is not Sakura being the spy? Everybody thought it was Kyoko. Oh my gosh, we don't have anybody. To be continued. Let's see, the Super Robo Just is present. Knew we couldn't trust that big bitch. Oh my gosh. I feel like we should stop it right here. This has been crazy. Nuki, can you put show for his comment? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This part has been insane, guys. So we're gonna jump back into this soon. Oh my gosh, so we lost Hifumi, we lost Taka, we lost Celeste. Somebody hit Makoto in the back of the fucking head. What else happened? Sakura's working with Monokuma, or at least it seems so. I mean, there's a lot going on right now, guys. There's a lot of fucking shit going on. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys being here with me tonight. We're gonna go ahead and end right here. I may do a stream tomorrow of TCM just because it's double XP weekend, and I definitely want to take advantage of that while I can. But yeah. This part was insane though. I'm actually excited to jump into the next part so we can get down to the bottom of this, and then that secret room that Kyoko found. Like, what were those yearbooks? What is all this stuff that's going on? Oh my gosh, there's so much, guys. So much shit. So I want you guys to say goodnight to Monokuma and his little belly button. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys next time. What is that one song that I like? I want to play that one song that I like. Where is it though? Is it this one? Oh yeah, I think it is this one. Okay. Good night, guys. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream before you guys leave. Thank you.
So you need a little break, huh? Boy, say you need a little space, yeah. Boy, is it 'cause you can't be faithful? Boy, hope she's cool. I'm like you. You ain't ready for a girlfriend, no. 'Cause you think I'll steal your weekends, no. So you make up shitty reasons for want it out. See, I'm not even mad, boy, but I'm confused. Shouldn't you be keeping me at 10 when you're 2? I can't help but feel sympathetic, I do. You think you're bad, boy, but I feel bad for you. Think you're bad, boy.